being in a relationship it's so good, you know? Have you not seen all the couples on social media? How one they feel the little cuddles and the lovely date nights. I just love, like, who doesn't love? Like, it is so amazing. Oh, love. So amazing. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, amazing. And that's how you bring, oh, sorry guys. Anyways, so I just want to briefly talk about relationship, like very briefly, because I have I put a link for a series on YouTube which like fully goes into relationships. So this is good for the singles, the dating, and the married. For all that stage of your life, it is good for it. So I highly recommend that, you know, everybody who's single, everybody who is dating slash courting, even those who are married, go and, sorry, that was Siri. Naughty Siri. So yeah, I highly recommend that everybody go and check out, you know, watch that series. It's really good. And it is called Relationship Goals by Transformation Church. I don't know how many people have actually taken the time to listen to those sermons, because the pastor though is funny, so it makes the sermons like really enjoyable. But yes, so I highly recommend you guys go and check that out. Yes. But I just want to briefly talk about being single, because obviously the media portrays singleness as a bad thing, and you know, to the extent where if you're not single, you're not living life. If you're not dating somebody, you are missing out on so much. Your life is so boring. Like, is you okay? Is you okay? Cause I want to know. Is you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Like, yeah, so I've had to change recording devices to my phone because the other one died out on me, so yes. Also, yeah, I don't even know where I stopped. Yeah, so the media portrays, you know, dating as, so no, sorry, the media portrays singleness as being a disease, basically. And I just want to come out there for all the people who are single, no matter how old you may be, because apparently now the younger you are and dating, the better it is, and it's not true. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so for all my singles out there, I just want to say that, you know, this is a season in your life that you need to accept, because you're not going to be single forever. And once you start dating, especially when you get into marriage, you know, things are going to be different, and the way you live your life is going to be different. Yeah, so in Ecclesiastes 3:1, for everything there is a season and a time for every activity under heaven. That's it. Which is basically saying that there is a time for everything in your life. There's a time to be single, there's a time to be dating, and there's a time for marriage, and time to have children, a time to work, a time to go to school, etc, etc, etc. And but singleness is not a disease. Singleness is not something to be ashamed about. God wants to use actually, it's a gift from God, which the first time I heard that I was like, God gave me singleness as a gift? Is you okay? Like, singleness is a gift? Are you sure about it? And as you know, the more that I am single, I have come to realize that it is actually indeed a gift from God. Like, he wants to use your singleness, and you know, to grow you, to show you your purpose in life, to, you know, to bring things, to show you things about yourself that you may not necessarily have known, or may not be able to find out whilst you are with somebody, or dating somebody, or courting somebody, however you want to say it. And yes, so for those who are single, you know, use this time wisely. Use this time to, you know, treat yourself, honey, because once you start dating, a bit of majority of the money will be going to, you know, your partner, you know, making them happy as well. So yeah, so use this singleness wisely, you know. Use it to learn about yourself, to grow yourself, to find out things about yourself that you may not necessarily know about yourself. So singleness is knowing about yourself. And some of you may be single and thinking, but I already know everything about myself. Like, I know this and I know that. I know I can do this, tolerate this, and not tolerate that, and not that either. And yes, you may already know quite a bit about yourself, but doesn't mean you know everything about yourself. There's still things that to this day that I did not realize that about myself that I knew. I did not realize. What am I saying? There's still things to this day that I do or say that I didn't realize that I do or say or think about or think in that way, if that makes sense. And so I just strongly urge you basically just to use your singleness and to adapt yourself, to grow yourself, to make sure that you are ready as you can be, because I don't believe you can really be fully well and truly ready, like honestly ready for the life of dating and, you know, marriage. I mean, you will be ready, but not ready. And I feel like my marriage, people who are married can back me up on that. Anyways, but yes, so yeah, just use your time wisely. That's what I'm doing. Like, I did not come here to university to find someone straight away. Like, I'm using, especially this first year, just to make sure that, you know, I know you know, I know as much as I can about myself. Yeah, basically. Especially because I'm independent for the first time, because obviously I've been living with my family, and a family of 6 is quite a bit, you know, to now come and live on my own. But yes, I'm good, like I can cook for myself and everything, that's fine. But you know, just making sure that you can manage your money, that you are all that. I don't really know how to say it, but yeah, so I do strongly urge you guys to go and look at these the series that I will link in my description box below. And yes, comment and tell me how it helped you and what it made you realize that you probably didn't realize before, because I know before I started watching this series that my mindset on dating and marriage was definitely a lot different from what it is now. So I know that when I do get to that stage of dating, that and then obviously end up marrying, why, what, no, end up being married, I know I have more of a solid foundational, solid knowledge of what it is I'm going into. So I'm not gonna be going in like how to scales and like, oh my days, I don't know what I'm doing.